everyone, welcome back to Cybrosys. When multiple teams collaborate on product improvements, managing engineering changes can quickly become complicated. That's why Odoo 19 PLM introduces easier types and stages, helping businesses to organize engineering change orders into structured workflows. In this video, we'll learn what easier types are, why they're important, how stages work, verification and approval stages, and closing stages and applying changes. So let's get started. For that, first you all need this module called the PLM, which is the Product Lifecycle Management. So make sure you install it. And before moving on to anything, you can see the engineering change orders over here. So what are these easier types? For this, we need these easier types and stages. So you can see the easier types over here. What are these easier types? So EZO stands for engineering change orders, as I said before, and an EZO type acts like a project that groups together similar engineering changes. Instead of placing every engineering change into one large list, Odoo organizes them into separate categories, allowing different teams to focus only on relevant changes. So if you take a real world example, imagine an electronics manufacturer managing several kinds of changes like new product introduction, the BOM updates, component changes, product improvements, the firmware updates, all such things. So engineers may only work on component changes and firmware updates, while product designers focus on new product introduction. So this separation improves collaboration and keeps team focused on their area of expertise. So let's see how to access this EZO type. Now you can find it under the configuration of your PLM module, which is this. Okay, so here you will find all the categories which are used to organize the engineering change orders. So currently we have only one type, which is the BOM updates. So if you open that, you can see the name. Okay, it's simply that and the email alias. So to create a new EZO type, it's very simple. Click on new. Let's create a new EZO type. And the name identifies the project where related EZOs will be managed. So optionally, you can, configure an email alias for that. Okay. So here I'm giving the name as product improvement. Okay. The product improvement is what I've given there. Now let's create, we've already created, sorry. So this is how you create an EZO type. The email alias feature is the next thing that you can find over here, and this allows users to create the engineering change orders directly from the mails, that is the emails. So whenever an email is sent to this particular address, Odoo automatically creates a new EZO and in the first stage of the corresponding EZO type. So this make it easy for teams to submit the improvement request without logging into the system. So that is a new EZO type that you have created. Now if you go to the overview, you can see the product improvement. That is the new thing that we have created. And currently we don't have any ECOs under this particular, type. Next step is to create stages. Now even if you open this or open the EZO, you don't have any stages over here. You can either create one from here or simply go to the configuration and here you have the EZO stages. Okay, so if you open an EZO type project, you should have, if you open this particular thing, you have the new, in progress, validated and effective. So once EZO types are configured, changes move through different stages. So by default, Odoo provides these 4 stages like new, in progress, validated and effective. And these stages represent the progress of an engineering change from proposal to implementation. Okay, so you can even customize these stages. Like you can simply click on the gear icon next to the stage and click on edit. So if you select edit, the workflow is fully customizable. As you all know, organizations can add new stages over here or rename the existing ones or even create workflows that match their initial engineering process. So let's do one thing. Let's open this, the one that we've created. And the first stage I'm giving here is new. Then comes the next one, which is in progress, or you can give anything. Like as I said before, it's completely upon what your needs are and how your workflow goes. So this is validated, and the other one is effective. So these are the four stages that I'm creating. Okay, four stages are right now created. So this is how the progress has been, represented inside the stages or the types. Okay, so you have this verification stages. So you can edit a stage and you can show the approvers section. Like one of the most important concepts in the PLM is the verification stage. So verification stages ensure that changes are reviewed before moving forward. So to configure one, edit the stage and add approvers. Now here you have a stage, you can simply click on edit, and here you can see the approvals. Now you can add approvers over here. Whoever it is, I'll add Michelle Littman as an approver. So only when the approval is required, is set as required, is required to approve, but the approval is option. So I'm setting it to is required to approve and save it. Okay, so I'll simply give the name as engineer, save it. So this stage is considered as the verification stage. Okay, and only once an ESO come, and only when the approval is provided, it can go to the next stage. Okay, so you can mark it as approved or is required to approve, then it is a compulsory thing or a mandatory thing to do the approval. Okay, so you can specify the role, the responsible user, and the approval requirement. So when an ESO enters this stage, the assigned approver receives a notification and must review the proposed stage. And then you should also know why a verification stage matters, right? So this prevents unauthorized changes from reaching in production. So every modification must be reviewed by the appropriate stakeholders before it can proceed. Okay, then comes the closing stage. So here in this effective stage, I have to mark it as the closing stage. So once a change has been approved, it eventually reaches a closing stage, right? Now this is the verification stage. So I'm planning to make this effective as the closing stage. So you have to open the stage settings. I'm simply editing it. Okay, so you can see this. You can fold this in the Kanban view and mark it as the final stage. Okay, so I'm simply saving it. Okay, so from here you can actually fold it. It has been folded. So this is how I've also made it as the final stage. So a closing stage typically includes three important options, which is folded in Kanban, which that particular view keeps completed ECOs from this cluttering the workflow, and allowed to apply changes automatically that activates the approved modifications, and final stage marks the ECO as completed. Okay, so that's the main purpose of marking a stage as the final stage. And when an ECO enters the stage configured with allowed to apply changes, Odoo immediately applies the validated changes, and this can update the BOM, the manufacturing operations, the product revisions, and all such things. And then you have the cancelled stage as well. So you can create a stage named cancelled. So if you want to add a stage over here, and name it as cancelled. Okay, so this is the cancelled stage. You can actually, you can make it as a final stage as well as a folded one. Okay, and then all the cancelled one goes to the cancelled stage. Okay, so unlike these effective stages, cancelled ECOs are removed from the workflow without applying any changes. Okay, so the workflow goes simple. You can, go, the first thing comes in new, then in progress, validation, the effective stage, and if it's cancelled means it will go to new, in progress, and then cancelled. Okay, so one closing stage for either approved or cancelled engineering changes. So this creates a controlled and auditable change management process. So that's the ESO type, and then you have the ESO tags also. So those tags that you can actually create for easy identification. Any name can be given over here. Okay, So that is the tags. So what is the summary of this whole video? Okay, easier types organize engineering change orders into separate projects. So that's what you can see over here. These are two different projects, and the ECOs coming under each of the project can be seen over here. And email aliases can automatically create ECOs from the incoming emails. Stages tracks the progress of each ECOs, and verification stage requires what? Approval. The closing stage completes the process, and effective stage automatically apply the approved changes. So together these features help businesses to manage the product improvement in a structured and reliable way. And that's how the ECO types and stages work in Odoo 19 PLM. By organizing the changes, controlling approvals, and automating the implementation, Odoo helps the manufacturers to maintain complete control over the product evolution. So, if you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Odoo 19 tutorials. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.